Got the mute on. Here we go. Got Ive. Again, this is Chime with Ask Chi Anything. And today, again, February 9th, 2022. So lots of great things happening. And we had actually already given our winner of the last drawing, the Bluebird gift card, to our winner, Renee Dick. And we got some really exciting things going to be coming up pretty soon. So let's take a look. Oh, hey, we got Bobby Lee joining in from Instagram. Hey, how's it going? And let's take a look here. So, uh, wherever you guys at, come to call in, say hi, because we would love to hear from you. And, or well, like say call in, I mean like, response on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Because, and also on YouTube, and just check us out. And so, the whole point of Ask She Anything is essentially is to offer you the opportunity that you want to ask a question to a realtor, a community member. you know you might have hard time finding some answer about what's going on in the world, finding some, what's going on here in I'm here in Douglas County, Oregon, Roseburg, or just, different things that, ponder your mind about what's going on. And if you're even curious, you can even ask me anything about my personal life. I know that's a kind of dangerous move, but I'm learning to be more open and vulnerable, and that is one of my commitment is to be able to share and give and come from contribution. So, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. So, all right, I see actually we got 5 people on Facebook watching. We got a couple people on Instagram. I'm really super excited. This is looking really good. So I know some people are being a little shy because they always not always even available to be on here at 6 p.m. And I know it's every Wednesday you're like, oh, should I even go make it? And it's around dinner time and such. So I actually have some people will send me question ahead of time, just so they might still get the question answer without not necessarily coming on live. And surprisingly, a lot of people actually watch the replay. So, and I'm sorry for the people who watch the replays that continue to experience my technical difficulties. I try to make my system work for me, but they like to change settings on me. I don't know why. And I think it's a thing with computers that just like to update on its own. So yeah. So, hey, if you want to ask me a question about computers, I will do my best to answer. But really, honestly, I'm just kind of winging it. One of the question actually recently somebody asked me is like, how am I doing this live stream? Like, what am I using? How am I setting it up? So I use this app called Melon app. So the website is Melon MELONAPP.com, and it allows me to connect with my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It also allows you to do LinkedIn and various different sites and stuff. Actually, it doesn't connect to Instagram. Instagram, they get a little picky about these kind of connection. I'm not sure why. So that's why I had actually my cell phone here connected to Instagram just to broadcast live that way. So I have also tried a company called Restream .io, and you probably seen some of those episodes that where it looks really grainy and the quality just looks really, but really bad. And what that is that essentially. Uh, so what you're watching right now essentially is 1080 uh, um, P DP PSI 1080 pixel. Essentially, it gives you kind of like one of the highest quality for streaming before you hit 4K and things like that. And right now, there's not quite a lot of services available for 4Ks just yet. I'm still looking, but it seems like that's kind of like one of those things that it takes a little bit more bandwidth, and some of these companies not quite there yet. And also, some companies, as far as platform like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, are not quite there on those receiving bandwidth either. So, if you're looking to do your own live stream show and to be able to broadcast in different ways, using Melon app is a great way because it do 1080p. It really able to get a lot of clarity, and it seems to be pretty smooth, things like that. So anyways, all right. I am going to another question here because I actually got a lot of people sending me question ahead of time. I don't know if it's just the holidays coming in pretty soon or what. Um, so let me go ahead and take a look. So obviously, one of the frequent questions for somebody like myself, a realtor, is how's the market? So what is amazing is we actually we have a new updated RMS action report. Market action report is the essentially the real estate statistics in our community, especially specifically here in Douglas County. And so I'll just we usually get those around the 8th to the 10th. So this one came a little early, so which is kind of exciting. And I'll have a more detailed presentation on a separate video that's not live. But since I'm here and people asking, I'm gonna give you some information. So in January, we had 1.5 months of inventory. That is up from December from 1.3 months inventory. So essentially, what that means is we had 136 new homes came up on the market in January. 144 went pending, and 121 closed. And the average sales price of all those homes in Douglas counties were 316,400, with the median price of 299,000, and a total market time of 49 days. So honestly, like as I was looking at this report here, we haven't had more than 2 months of inventory since June of 2020. It's been a really pretty crazy year and a half that Douglas County, we just like been such a buyer's market and such a low listing inventory that for the last year and a half, and that was like, what was that like in the midst of just the original COVID shutdown that was happening, that we haven't had inventory of more than 2 months since then. So, and to look at also the statistic here, so from last January to this January, now, we actually had a average sales price has increased by 1.5% for that. That's actually really interesting because it showed that the average sales price actually hasn't really increased. However, if you look at just the 12 months overall, it has the average sales price increased 15.2%. So that's like 321,700 compared to 279. So so that's kind of some quick report here. How's the market? Still hot. More on that, and that goes into some of the questions that people have asked regarding is this the good time to sell? Yes, it's a good time to sell. You can clearly see we are still in a buyer's market, and right now inventory is super low. I had homes that are selling within a week. You do have to price it right because we are not quite also at the place where you could just throw a number on the wall and somebody will just put like give you 10-20 grand above listing. But you still want to but if price it appropriately where the market reflect the increase of sales prices, you should not have any issue with getting your home pending within 2 weeks. So it's definitely a very good time to sell. And you want more detail about kind of like where your market the value for your home is right now, especially if you're looking to refinance or check out kind of like what's out on the market. Definitely give me a call, and I'll be happy to give you an idea what that look like. Right now is actually even good time because I know a lot of people have this idea that spring is a good time to sell. For me, it's kind of yes and no. Yes, yeah, why not selling during the time when the weather looks better? I know because every day is a good time to sell. And I'm sure if you have that idea, probably 10 or 20 other sellers has the same idea. So do you really want to put your house on the market when everybody else had the same bright idea to put the home on the market then? I'm not sure. Yes, there's not a lot of, inventory. Yeah, so there will be buyers, but I'm also not about to like, trying to put your I want to put your interests top of mind. So, and that's making sure that we market your home appropriately, and it doesn't matter when that is. So, um, as far as somebody has asked me, about financing, about loans and stuff. First of all, I'm not a mortgage lender, so I really cannot legally give you any mortgage rates, things like that. But something I could pull up is so a recent report that showed up on Inman. That is one of the real estate sources we get as realtors. And here, I'll get some information here right now. So with interest rate are creeping up to the 4%. Again, I am not a lender, so I don't know exactly what rates you will get. But what I can say is that overall the interest rate for 30 years loan are creeping up to the 4%. Whereas last year you probably seen some in the threes and mid threes, low threes and stuff, but now it's creeping up towards the higher threes and fours. Um, what that means is that for a lot of home buyers, they're going to be losing a lot of buying power to buy the home. So here's a statistic that's really interesting that I want to kind of read out for folks. Okay, uh, so if you were looking to buy at that time, let's see, lost that page. Okay, so what previously you could buy a home with about what you were able to afford, that was like 390. Now with us the interest rate is going, you're looking at about only able to afford like 380. So with the interest rate creeping up, your buying power are being reduced, and that also means that, but that doesn't mean the home prices are going down. So just because interest rate are creating a situation where you're losing buying power, you might not necessarily have more home in that range to buy. So, so that's something to really consider as far like if you are looking to buy right now. This might be a good time to really talk to your lender to see if that is something you can do. Here's also something interesting. So, uh, um, they said the inventory remaining tight for entry level buyers. The average loan request hit another record high of 446,000. This is all of United States. So average loans are hitting in the mid 400s, and that's actually climbing pretty high. And so yes, our um, pricing in Douglas County is more like the 320s. So it's not going to be like that. But you can kind of tell it's like if nationally interest rate creep, going up, and the loans are getting harder to lend, and your budget is getting squeezed, it's going to affect us here as well. So that's something just to consider as far as when you're looking to buy. And also, if you're looking to refinance, if you haven't refinanced in the last 6 months and now you're thinking about refinancing, do it ASAP. Talk to your lender, because if you go wait another 6 months, that interest rate, it's gonna be at fours or higher and stuff. And whenever you had your original loan or whatever the interest rate is, it might not make sense to refinance at that time, because by that time you already had gone up pretty significantly. So anyway, so okay, let's take a look here. So, oh, I have a comment. All right, so Royal, hey Chime. Okay, how is Bootsy? Well, actually, Bootsy is sleeping quietly because I had they were running her Bootsy and Daisy were running around here crazily. And you guys probably have seen the previous episode where I had a lot of issue with the animals just running around and jumping. So I try to kind of get them all tired out beforehand. And then so Daisy is actually in the room sleeping, and Bootsy is on the chair sleeping. So, I don't know within the next hour that, Bootsy might wake up and might jump on this. I don't know. But, we'll see. So, actually, somebody, I have a really, really interesting question. Somebody asked me this, sent me this question about Bootsy. So, let me see. Let me bring it up here. Okay. How do you get your cat go hiking with you? Yeah, if some people haven't already seen some of the posts and videos I post on my Facebook page and my Instagram page, where I go hiking, and sometimes I bring my cat Bootsy with me, and obviously my dog. There's been time we've been going hiking, and he just follows along. And how do I do that? I don't know. I got him when it was like 7 weeks old, and I just take him everywhere. Once I got the little backpack, I put him, in there and take him everywhere. And when we're on the trail, I actually leave him on the ground, and he like walks and follow us. And so as long we keep good pace and not walk too fast or walk too slow, he actually keeps a good pace with us. That's actually exciting. We have other hikers that walk come by us, and it was like, wait, is that a cat? That's so weird. Like, a cat is following you, and yeah, a cat could like actually follow you hiking. So, and I know people have mentioned they're concerned about all the hawks and the eagles or the bird of prey. So we try to keep a very close eye on him when we walk, and also we have Daisy to also keep an eye on things too. So, um, I can't say rest assured, but I definitely, we usually go in a big crowd of folks. Like, at least I usually try to go hiking with another buddy or a couple other people, things like that. So, we all try to keep an eye on it. Actually, last weekend we went to Cooper Creek, and one of the fellow hikers actually had him snuggle in her jacket for quite a while, and I was like, he could actually walk, but she's just, I don't know. Spooky is so lovable that everybody just want to cuddle with him. So why not? Uh, so anyway, uh, that's a little bit of Bootsy news, and oh, here's another one that somebody also asked me that I guess about Bootsy, because I guess I'm on this Bootsy rant right now. He So some of you might have seen photos of him lying on my shoulders too, and sleeping, or on the dash of my car and things like that. So, just like hiking, I essentially just had him everywhere with me. Initially, I had him in the bag, but he did not like to stay in the bag. So what I do is I leave the bag open. I actually strap the seatbelt around the bag so it doesn't tumble around in the car, because I'm not always the best driver. Um, and so had the bag strapped with a seatbelt and him there, and he actually crawls out. He goes up to the dash and lay there. He likes to, pretty much like sun in this and on the dashboard. Sometimes he likes to stand, go on my shoulder and sit on it, and watch everything goes by, or even falls asleep. He goes to the back, and when Daisy goes out in the back there, he goes there sometime. And maybe this is like where my weird, um, I don't know, like thing about my cat. I don't know other people does this, because I don't know other people even have the cat ride with them everywhere. But I have a little box in the back of my car. So yeah, I clean it often, but he goes back there and take care of his business, and do it, and then he comes back. And yeah, I'm a weirdo, but I love my animals, and they get taken care of, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, so check out all the weird photos of cats and dogs, and travel and trips on my Facebook, and feel free to ask me any other questions. So anyways, what else we got here? He gets spoiled. I guess he gets spoiled. He gets to go like hang out and be free and enjoy nature, and go with me all over the place. Like, I guess he's spoiled. I don't give him a lot of treats, but okay. I don't know if this is spoiled, but I went to the vet yesterday, and it's been about like 2, 3 weeks since we went to the vet. He literally has double in size, double. I did not know. I did not know what happened because I'm pretty certain it was 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago that we just went to the vet, and like he was like barely a little bit over 2 pounds. Now he's like over 4 pounds, and I'm just like, how did he grow so fast? And but as I'm looking at him, I'm like, yeah, he actually gotten pretty big. And so I don't know if he's gonna be a big cat. Somebody told me he looks like kind of like a Bengal cat. So he might get kind of big. I don't know, but he's a good cat. Yeah. So all right, who else we got here? Okay, so hi Mora. Hi, thanks for coming. Spoil is okay. He is growing so fast. Fat cat equal happy cat. Okay, I'm gonna say he's a big cat. He's not a fat cat because I don't think he's fat. He's just growing really fast. He's kind of lanky right now. So, yeah, come here. I think he's waking up. Maybe he'll come. Maybe he won't. I don't know. So, all right, what else we got here? This is kind of fun, actually. I don't know. I get giddy talking about my animals because they just such good companions to me, and I'm really glad I got to get Bootsy from Saving Grace here in Roseburg. They have amazing things going on. Oh, so talk about Saving Grace. So Saving Grace, because of this weekend, the Valentine's weekend, are doing a sale. So of all cats, all animals, except kittens and puppies, I believe, uh, are $14 only. $14. So any elder cats or any regular cats, dog, that's not puppies or kittens, uh, and ones in foster, I believe, are $14. So if you're looking for a animal companion, this is the time to get one because it's $14. And I'm also gonna say this really amazing because I'm not about like have like, yes, I'm a realtor, whatever, but I'm a business owner, but I like a good deal. Okay, I'm Chinese. I like a good deal, and $14 to get own a really amazing animal companion seems like a good deal to me. And I actually got Bootsy when it was like a $25 deals, which still good to me. I don't care. Um, other than that, they also packed you a bunch of goodies as part of the donation. So there's like a bunch of coupons they gave you, and you get like the first vet visit with these lists of vets that you could go, for free. And then you could go to like Mini Pet Mart, and they give you like a free bag of dog food or cat food or dog food, whatever it is that you're getting. But at Mini Pet Mart, I guess they have like this like adopt an animal from an animal shelter program, and they loaded me with a bunch of like other free stuff. Like it was like cat trees, cat gushy, and these are all like organic and or healthy, super healthy food, and it's amazing. And cat litter, like the not just like the clay crappy cat litter, but like the one that's like wood shaving or the corn shaving one. So it's like amazing. It's kind of awesome. Like so, when you get a animal from Saving Grace, and especially if you worry about might not have the initial financial investment, Saving Grace is got you here. $14 this weekend, load you a bunch of coupons. Go to Mini Pet Mart. They got a lot of perks for you as far as like getting like free bag of food, treats, and litter and all that stuff. And then I think it was like 20% off on any of the cat toys and things like that. Uh, so I guess I did spoil my cat. So I don't know. So anyway, what else we have? All right, Renee. Hi. How you enjoying those food from yesterday? You like those that what was it that you got? You got the fettuccine meatballs at Blueberry Pizza. Also the fried ravioli. Oh, and that cake. That cake was to die for. I also got a dessert cake too. I didn't finish, but it was so good. What was it? The tiger cake? Oh my god! So if anybody looking for some amazing dessert, Blooper Pizza also has amazing dessert. Some of them are even gluten free and vegan too. So definitely check them out. So, all right, what do we got here? So Renee said, "What's your favorite type of cake?" Anything chocolate. Gotta say it. Anything chocolate. Some Black Forest mousse, the tiger cake. Yes, I also like white chocolate too. You know, the white chocolate. It's I don't know, just all anything chocolate sounds delicious. Um, German cake. The I also like tres leche. Uh, let's see, cheesecake. Everybody loves cheesecake, right? What else? Oh my goodness. Good thing I saved a piece because now I'm getting hungry. Shit. Okay, so let's see. Royal said, I have two cats from Saving Grace. That's a great deal. Yes. Cats from Saving Grace are really great deal. And right now, I think they only have one kitten left that I believe. Very sweet little gal or boy. I forgot. I was there this morning. Trying to remember all of them. But oh, what is so amazing is they have a bunch of cute big rabbits. So cute, and they all been so all the female has been spayed. I don't think they did all they neuter all the boys because unless you put two of them together, and fix one, that's different. But as far as the female one, they were all fixed and they're nice and got really cool patterns. These like white one with really cool like black patterns on it. They seem pretty friendly, a little shy because they were recently essentially given to Saving Grace by a family that I believe that just couldn't take them care of them anymore. But it's yeah. So you're looking for rabbits, cats, dogs. They got all of them, and right now is $14. So all right, let's see what else you got. Hey, Christina, how you doing? So, now my pregnant ass needs cake. Yes, everybody needs cake. I don't care. Well, if your diet cannot, allow you to eat cake, then yes. But if you can eat cake and you're allowed to eat cake, do it. Do it. And I love cakes also by slice. Um, you know, it's because like slice by cake by slices, it's just awesome. You just get what you need and eat just enough and not feel like you're overindulging and you get to choose a lot of varieties. One thing I feel like Roseburg, Douglas County could really do is a specific bakery that does cake by the slice. If there's just a bakery that does cake by the slice, I would die in heaven or whatever. I'm just like it. Yeah. So anybody who's looking for a business idea, bakery, cake by the slice, make it happen. Shimo will be your first guess, whatever. And if you want me to make you a video, I will go ahead and make you a video and get you promoted because I'm I could eat. So, and I will happy to promote you. So, all right. What else we got? Andrea, hi. Yes, hi. How's it going? Got any question for me? Because I'm happy to answer them. So, all right. How much does it cost to have your well water tested? Well water tested. Okay. Are you looking to have somebody come test it for you, or are you looking to get like a little sample and take it to a laboratory? Because there are two ways. So if you want your well water quality tested, there are a company like um, Gilbert Well. They could come and take a water sample and take it to test it. Typically, depending what you're looking for, is about $100 $200. But if you could take the sample yourself, and there is a testing site in Murder Creek, last time I heard was between $30 to $50. So you could do that, and those would be like legitimate, like They do the triple bacteria. They also test for lead or cyanide or anything like that. So that is a so if you are willing to do it yourself, get the sample. There's a place in Murder Creek. Let me see if I could get the name for you. Well, Test Lab, Roseburg, Oregon. Okay. Yeah, I believe it's called Western Testing. Is that the place? Let's see. Then Western Testing, and there's one in Myrtle Creek, I believe, too. So it really depends on what you doing with that. There's also Umpqua Research. They also do it, and that's down in Myrtle Creek. They also do soil testing and other situation too. So um, yeah. Otherwise, if you're looking for just a company to come out, uh, then you could use Gilbert. Let's see. Let's see. Well, testing. Let me see. Let's see. Well, testing Roseburg, Oregon. Okay, the Southern Oregon Water Wells. That's Gilbert Pump and Well Service. I actually don't really like Gilbert, so if you want Gilbert, will be my first choice, honestly. Um, so I hope that answered your question. Let's see, what else do they have? Andrea, how much does your puppy weigh now? Honestly, I don't know because it's been about 6 months since I took her to get weighted, but I'm pretty certain she's over 100 pounds, maybe 110, 120. Um, she's kind of a little chubby right now. My fault. I could probably walk her a lot more. We do go on like 5-6 mile hike, but I guess that might not be enough because I'm a little chubby myself. But I would say about 100, 110 probably, give or take. She's very she's actually pretty short for a mastiff, but she's pretty like built like a tank. So I like that. Um, that's what I think. So okay, let's see what else. What else question do we have? So Andrea, thanks for the question. 110 pounds of love. Yes. Um, so I'm about 125. When you have an animal like Daisy, a dog like Daisy, who loves to cuddle, who loves to be so close to you, and who you cannot push her off the bed for the life of you, that's a lot of love and gets really hot and complicated when it is sleeping. And she likes to sleep horizontally. Once in a while, she's like she sleeps like by your side, which not quite about like a kind of like a side by side kind of person when it comes to my dog. Maybe my cat, but not my dog because no. But also like when she sleeps horizontally, I like to make sure I have a queen size bed, and I'm only 4'10". There should be no reason why we cannot share a queen size bed appropriately. But she's in the middle of the bed and sometimes even literally on top of me. I am small, so I'm trying my best to like swirl or curve and child pose around this dog just to sleep. Um, yeah, but recently she's kind of got the hints that if I say move, she needs to get up, move to the corner, and do that. So she's a little bit better positioning recently. However, when she is asleep, I don't. I guess like dogs, just like people, they don't really know what they're doing in their sleep, and they start spreading out wildly and moving around, and that's Daisy. So welcome to my life. So All right, what else we got here? So wow, mine ended up being more Pit Terrier. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't, do you have a Mastiff, Andrea? Because mine it's pretty much a full bred as far as purebred, Cane Corso Italian Mastiff. So like sometimes people think that her face, because of like how she looks like a pit bull, but she's not. She doesn't have the pit bull smile. She got more the droopiness of a Mastiff, which is kind of why I got her, because I like the droopy face. So okay, we got Karma here asking. We had it done 12 years ago. I want to go to another financing company, and the VA is involved in the refinancing. Yeah, if you go do VA, there's, well, depending on what long term you're using as far as financing, they might not need you to do a new well test. Just I will recommend, like, instead of getting a well test now, maybe check with the whoever your refinancing company is to see if that even require, because a lot of time they don't care what like, especially if you're doing conventional loan, if you have a functioning well, they're not going to typically ask you to get a test. But again, I would highly recommend you talk to your lender, your mortgage officer, and to see what the requirement is. But if you want to just get your well tested just for see what's up with it, go for it. Just know that if you it is, once you get it tested, it will be on record. So all right, so let's go see here. All right, Andrea. Oh my God, mine sleeps sideways also. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know why they do that. So we got also here. We have a great Pyrenees who's 160 pounds, but he doesn't sleep in the bed much because he gets too hot and yes, hard to move. So what is interesting, Christina, I actually had a not mastiff, a Great Pyrenees many years ago, and I think she ended up being about 125 pounds. She was smaller. She actually did not have as much hair as you would think a Great Pyrenees has. So I'm wondering if she wasn't as purebred as they told me she was. And yeah, she gets really hot. Like, I feel like Great Pyrenees actually thrive on sleeping outside, and sometimes even in the mud and in the weirdest places. They don't really want or care to be like on you or near you because they get hot, I get hot, but they do want love, and they're also very independent creature. So I don't know. I remember finding that was really interesting, and I also had to really learn that they are very good at patrolling, but that means they run away. Well, they don't really run away, but they just like go really far. So back when I was living out in Harts Branch area, she would go probably like a good couple miles, and if I don't catch her soon enough, she'll be like down the road already. And so, um, yeah, so something to be mindful of. At least that's where I was have to be mindful of. So, all right, what else we got? She is supposed to be half mastiff, half pit. Plus, I have her niece who is only quarter pit and mastiff. She is tall, looks more like her dad. Well, once you start mixing them, like it's hard to know like what genes can become more dominant and for what feature, and what be what's like less dominant. So like Daisy, like her parents are really tall, like really leggy and really tall. She's kind of stumpy. And her, I remember seeing her brother. They are ginormous. I think like some of her brothers are like 120 pounds, like a year ago, and I'm sure like at this point they are like 150 pounds. So yeah, uh, yeah, Bobby Lee. Yeah, they have a very large territory. These Great Pyrenees, large territory. So great for people who have like big ranch and sheep and goats and other animals because they could like patrol and stuff. Not so great if you kind of want to keep them like within a yard, visual distance. They just don't want to stay around. So yeah. All right. Who else we got here? Daycare because VA is involved. Yeah, well, if it's VA, so if you refining it for VA loan, then yes, then they will care. But if it's conventional other things, less so. But VA definitely. So okay, hi. Oh, Todd Oates. Hi. That's my dog trainer. Got me Daisy all nice and good. So Todd is your guy if you're looking for dog training. He also a volunteer at Saving Grace as well. So he's one of the people that reminded me to go out there for Bootsy. So all right, Karma, thanks for the advice. Okay, Christina. Mine's mixed with a little lab. He loves to be outside on or on hardwood. He's very protective, not good with strangers. He's my 4-year-old dog, soy parent house, so it's off limits to stranger. Yeah, they like Great Pyrenees are really great at essentially they're protectors. Their whole job is guardian dogs. And oh hey, here's Boosie making an appearance. Let's see. See guys. So anyway, yeah, so Great Pyrenees are protectors. Mastiff also protector, but more like guardian house dog, kind of warrior dog kind of protector, whereas Great Pyrenees are more like herd and sheeps and goats, lamb farm kind of protector. They patrol the perimeter and they watch this thing. And what is so funny is so if you guys ever like seen the was it the Looney Tune cartoons or something like that, and you see this big white dog that sleeps all the time, but somehow always know when the coyote comes around and catches them. Those are Great Pyrenees, and they would look like they sleeps all day long, and but they know what's going on with everything. They know, and they could tell the difference between a stranger and not a stranger, a friendly and not a friendly, a coyote or a friendly neighborhood dog. They are extremely smart. So, Christina, good job in getting that protective dog for yourself. Uh, yeah, so the great news that I had, her name was Lucy. So, Lucy was a really great dog. So, she passed a little while ago. So, misses her. But, I have Daisy now. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just like big dogs. I, so if some of y'all heard from some of the previous show before, somebody asked me like, hey, why did you get such a big dog? I didn't intend to get a big dog. I was thinking about like a small dog and something I could kind of take with me and hang out. But Daisy just won my heart with her drippy face, her puppy drippy face, so, and a big belly. So maybe that's why I'm like taking Bootsy like in the car with me in the backpack and driving him around. Maybe that's my intention to like have kind of like a small dog that I get to hang out with all day while I'm like out, doing my real estate thing and meeting clients. So gotta think about that. Anyways, so all right, let's see. Any other questions? Anybody else? All right. So you know what? I am just going to pull off on whatever's going on online, and I am going to go with some more questions that's been submitted to me offline because those are some really exciting ones here. Okay, so let's see. I think I answered that question. I think I briefly mentioned about Bootsy in my shoulder. He just likes to go up on my shoulder and look around, and eventually he's get comfortable and he just falls asleep. I'm pretty certain like in a couple months he's gonna get too big for my shoulder. So I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm a tiny person and this cat is already growing way too fast. So okay, here's an interesting question. So what is flood insurance and why is it important? So um, so flood insurance is typically, flood insurance. Like, so if you're looking to buy a home that's near, near water. So either near river, creek, the beach, wherever it is. And if at some point within the last 100 to 500 years, depending how it's zoned, that if there was a flood in those time frame, uh, the the FEMA and also the city and county would categorize a certain area along those waterways, in inland, around those waterways as flood zones. So you have the 100-year flood zone, you have the 500-year flood zone. Typically, it's more the concern is the 100-year flood zone. And it could be like the last 50 years it hasn't been a flood, but somehow in the last 100 years it was measured to be a flood zone area. So if you're looking to buy a house in those particular flood zone areas, you're going to most likely, and especially if you're looking to get a loan, either a conventional loan, FHA, VA, USDA, whatever, more than likely, well, not more than likely, you're pretty certain you're going to be required to buy flood insurance. And there are some private flood insurance you can get, and there is the national flood insurance you're going to get. And depending, what lender you use, how it's all set up, and also if you get a flood certificate, which is done through a surveyor, a land surveyor, you're going to be looking to pay between, $50 each month extra for the flood insurance to a couple hundred, because some of them could be additional $600 a year. Some of them to go all the way to $3,000 a year, and that would definitely increase your monthly payment significantly, and possibly create a situation your buying power will be reduced significantly because of where your payment is at. So if you're looking to, if your payment is at $2,000, and you're looking at a house that you want to buy in a flood zone area, you might end up paying like an additional $200 or $100 just because of the flood insurance. Are you comfortable with doing that? I don't know. It really depends on where you're at with your situation, with your financial situation. But that is something to be really careful of. And if there is no flood certificate that goes with it, the flood insurance could be pretty significantly high. If if you want to do a flood certificate, especially if you're a homeowner, to be able to try to get more buyers qualified to buy your home, getting a flood certificate is also important. And it could range from like $600 to $1,200 depending on what land surveyor you use. Some of them, a little bit more expensive. Some of them a little more, less expensive. It depends also how big your property is, how much of your property is, involved in those land survey, things like that. So that is something interesting to know about flood insurance. I don't tell clients not to buy homes in areas that have flood insurance because it's a personal choice. But just to be aware that you are going to be tagging some additional money on that bill. So, okay. What else we got here? What a life. We'll talk and eat later. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, Tawana. That is my girl who knows insurance. So let's see what Tawana got to say. So flood is sold as preferred risk or standard risk category. If you are buying anything in a non-preferred risk, you will likely be required for a flood policy. So she knows her thing. So if you're looking for flood insurance or getting some quotes or getting some more information, Tawana Phelps from Allstate Insurance, she's your gal to talk about that, and also all things about insurance. She got you covered. She has been able to save some people up to what I think was like more recently it was like $600 a year on their insurance. Some even 1,000. So she's a good person to talk to about anything flood insurance related. So, all right, let's take a look here. Or anything insurance, car insurance, I think property insurance, flood, anything's going on. All right. Oh, got some question here. So on Instagram, we got Bobby Lee asking, how is your axe throwing going? Okay. I think I'm getting a little bit better. So I found so if people didn't know, I am part of an axe throwing league. Yes, an axe throwing league. It is at the Axe Blade House here in Roseburg, and we meet every Thursday night. from 6 to whenever we finished. So about 9:30. So about 3 hours. Reason being is we actually compete. So we pair up in different pairs throughout the night, and we throw the axe in this at the target, and we get scored with those. So my most recent best score is 42. So you do 10 throws each round, and each person gets 4 times, I think, right? Is it 4 times that we get to throw axes? 3 or 4? Yeah, I think it's 4 times. 4 times each night. And so they count the score. So in that 10 throws, you get to score as high as 60 points, because there's the bullseye, which is 60, which is 6. Then there's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's also the what is it? The hot shot, kill shot, which is the corner. And if you happen to be tied with the person you competing against, that's a great way to kind of break the tie, things like that. So I have never done that. So, but I have done a couple of bullseyes, and I think I'm getting better. There is an axe that I really like at the axe throwing place that is a silk axe, long, with a pretty light-ish, decent size blade. And in the end, it's like little curve, and it's red, and it's broken. Kind of like I like a broken axe, because I'm a little bit broken myself. But and whatever reason, it's just, for me, it's just the perfect throwing option, axe. Everybody has different, fit for them. Yeah, some people had these big old axe that's square. Some has the little small edge, and some has really cool handles. I currently, have not found my axe that I want to buy yet, because apparently there's a axe shortage on silk. So on sale. So I like it's the long one with the red handle and such. So one of these days I'll find it. I do have a couple of axes that my friends Bobby Lee and Tawana got me, but apparently I'm not very good at throwing them. So my goal really when it comes to axe throwing is to have a stick on the wall. Yes, that's the minimum. I'm gonna throw it onto the target, and if it sticks, I'm good. Because more often than not, it will just drop off. Depending how you throw, what the weight of the axe is, and you might have the handle hit the wall, or something not strong enough to hit or grasp or something like that. So my goal is just to get it stick, and from there eventually start aiming. So I've been doing a little bit better about aiming towards proximity of the target. So I think it's been 5-6 weeks since we've been doing this, and I'm getting better. So yeah. Okay, so Bobby said, "Holy hell, that's amazing! Not broken, just custom." That is true. I am pretty custom. I'm custom made. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Andrea, love axe throwing. 42, rad. Yeah, 42. I'm actually pretty amazed that I got that high. So, anyways, yeah, Andrea, if you ever interested in axe throwing, Axe Playhouse is a great place to go. So, have you thought about getting into local politics? No. Not really. I know that people think that the stuff I do are political, but it's more, for me, it's just my life. It matters to me to be, that myself and my community are taken care of. But do I want to be in politics? Not really. No. Because I just don't see it as the best place for me to make it the biggest impact. Uh, just politics seems to be a place that it kind of sucks you in a way that might not necessarily be healthiest. And I don't really see that will be a place for me. It's a great place for other people who has that courage, has that leadership, has that strength, who really able to, utilize the platform of politics to, support the community and build a community. I just don't think that is the area that I really want to put that energy in. Um, so so don't ask to run, she may run for something, please. I don't, you know I don't want to run for anything. But I like to, do what I can to help the community. So this is kind of like, this right here, Ask Chi Anything, is my version of one way to help the community, is to be able to provide service, provide information, have something good to do, on a Wednesday night. Like, I'm sure, a lot of folks like want to watch the news, but I don't know, you might want to watch me. Who knows? I don't know. So, um, all right, what else we got? We got about 3 more minutes. Actually, this is kind of wrapping up pretty quickly. So maybe unless somebody else have another question, I am just gonna do one more. Okay. So somebody asked, "What's your favorite pasta dish?" Okay. Uh, so folks who heard me earlier talk about Blueprint Pizza, I really like the fettuccine alfredo, and they usually do it with chicken. I asked them specifically to do it with meatballs. So for me, one of my favorite pasta dish is fettuccine alfredo. I really love creamy sauce, white sauce, quite creamy sauce. I like the thickness and the al dente noodles of a fettuccine. And I really like to have it with either meatballs or seafood. Seafood fettuccine is one of my favorite, and I wish there's a place that I could really have enjoy proper seafood pasta around here. So that is something that I'm hoping that I have heard rumors about an Italian place opening up. So I'm not sure, but maybe Blueprint Pizza might be interested in doing a seafood pasta dish for me. Who knows? We'll talk about it if that's gonna happen. So, uh, see what else we got here. This was fun, sweets. Thank you. Oh, hey, this it's actually really, honestly, really fun, and I'm glad also got to, do this because I get to meet people that I don't always get to chat with very often, and this is a way I hope that you get to know me, I get to know you. It's a great way for us to build community, and again, other than Netflix, like, I don't know what's happening on Wednesday night, so this is something I really passionate about. I love. So, and in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be doing more rafflings, and I'm also gonna consider doing some raffling for people who are offline, who not able to attend the show, live. So stay tuned for those information, those announcements about how you could, win and participate in these raffling in the next couple of weeks. So, all right, so we are now at 7. I am wholeheartedly thank you for participating, for joining me, and I am going to close up, and we'll see you next week, next Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So, all right, bye guys.